When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. They've made it to the middle of the season, number 1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowned a national champion.
No doubt about it. Listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the number 1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Wants to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks. You wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Demon Deacons are on the move. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-teamed high-low, chop blocked. on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now,
touchdown, wait! First score of the game goes up. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Finds a man on the left. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Cantrell. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and ball is loose. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down, and they'll give up the ball. And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan.
Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Fires left. He makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to...
Trying to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 1st down from their own 22. Wilson will throw. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. NC State quick to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
Wilson to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Really don't like that play call for two reasons. Number one, if you're down inside the 3-yard line, just run the football. Trust your guys up front to be able to get it done. But two, if you are going to throw it, it's got to be a bang-bang play. You've got to have slants or quick outs or a back shoulder fade. Anything long developing, it just forces the quarterback to have to hold on to the football. And because of that, he took a terrible sack.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The Wolfpack had to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 11 over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Snagged out of the air. At the 35, he's open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Demon Deacons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He'll take a shot. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he's a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. Complete in the middle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Demon Deacons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wall. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wilson will throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
And the Demon Deacons with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were
headed to the end zone. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Demon Deacons will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football on that play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense
turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. He now has 91 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Demon Deacons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback...
Touchdown, Demon Deacons! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the returner is stopped. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wilson to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working the middle. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Cantrell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football and trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On the run, still looking. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wilson will throw. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those.
Touchdown, Wake Forest. A great catch and run for 6. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Fires to the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Wilson to pass. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running to the left. Creates a little space. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Second down at the 44. Second down.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared,